It's time for a couple of holy mackerel stories in the news today. So you may have heard, we're having some money problems here in the United States. Our government's in about $10 trillion worth of debt. Of the people, by the people, for the people, and from the people, as it turns out. So where will we get $900 million in aid to help rebuild Gaza after Israel's assault last month? Who knows? But the Associated Press reports that Secretary of State Hillary Clinton will announce the aid package, and the $900 million will be the number. Israel's military operation in Gaza Strip left an estimated $2 billion in damage, so a group of donors will meet next week in Egypt to raise money to rebuild and fund humanitarian efforts. The U.S. portion has to be approved by Congress, where it could face some hurdles, since the United States is broke and also considers Hamas, the democratic elected power in Gaza, to be a terrorist organization. The AP reports that the money will not be handled by Hamas, but will be distributed through the United Nations or the Palestinian Authority. Senator John Kerry last week toured the devastated area, becoming the highest-ranking U.S. official to visit Gaza since Hamas came to official power, though Kerry did not meet anyone from Hamas on his visit. Anonymous officials told reporters it's believed the cash can strengthen the Palestinian Authority president, Mahmoud Abbas, who is seen as central to the reconstruction of Gaza. The U.S. aid package signals two possible changes in U.S. foreign policy. How will the Obama administration deal with the Israeli-Palestinian question, and where are we going to get the money? Stay tuned. Another story of impossible-to-understand amounts of money. Texas billionaire, alleged large-scale bilker, and reported bon vivant, Sir Alan Stanford, has left the government of Antigua and its people dealing with the fallout of his alleged $8 billion worth of fraud. Stanford's alleged dirty dealings have infested all aspects of life in the Caribbean country. He was the largest private employer on the island. Hundreds of people there rely on him for work. His businesses include the Stanford International Bank headquarters, 3 branches of a local bank, 2 restaurants, a newspaper, and a cricket stadium. The country's prime minister will call a special session of parliament this week to figure out how to deal with the potential loss of jobs on the island, thanks to Sir Alan Stanford, who had his passport revoked last week. Now, finally, lawyers at troubled mortgage lender Freddie Mac are investigating Freddie Mac, which is kind of like letting Sir Alan Stanford investigate himself, which would be, well, just a little bit fishy. The Freddie Mac self-exam is looking at how it spent $2 million on a lobbying campaign to stop new regulations from being implemented. According to the AP, Freddie Mac paid $2 million to DCI Group, a Republican lobbying firm, to target 7 Republicans, sponsored Republican Senator Chuck Hagel, to stop legislation sponsored by Republican Senator Chuck Hagel. Why so much effort in blocking Hagel's proposal? His measure would have forced them to sell hundreds of billions of dollars worth of their assets from their mortgage portfolio. Hagel's measure died along with the housing boom. Another issue the internal inquiry is looking into: Freddie Mac execs' personal use of a company-leased skybox and company-paid tickets at the Verizon Center, the sports and entertainment arena in D.C. The executive who oversaw that $2 million lobbying effort was photographed by the AP at a hockey game 4 months ago in the luxury box. Talk about speeding away from getting a speeding ticket. The investigation is happening as Freddie prepares to take $200 billion more in bailout money. It's unclear if they're using that money on the investigation or just on more hockey tickets.